All right, back to part 2 of the lower back series. Welcome back. Again, disclosure, there is a wild cat farm that roams and runs and races through this house. So just in case something's happening, it's just the way of our world. We just move through it and we just do our thing. Yes? All right. So we're going to find ourselves in tabletop. Find yourself in tabletop. Let me make my mat a little more parallel to you. Yes. All right. Any tools that we need? Let's see. You will need, let's see, a possible blanket. And you also may need a chair or a what are these things called? It's not a bolster, but it's a poof, right? I mean, they're called poof, right? I don't know. I'm calling it a poof. You might need a poof, something to put your legs up on. Might, or you don't need it. I always have an alternative. All right, so finding yourself in tabletop, our resting pose that you can come to at any point is going to be, it can be called sitting cat, which of course I love, or it can be child's pose. So you would bring your bottom down, your tailbone down to rest onto your heels. Your arms would be stretched out in front of you if that was comfortable. And your forehead, third eye would be on the ground. If your arms need to be out to the side, that is fine too. If the arms needed to hug yourself, that's good too. The arms can even go behind your back. It's kind of what can create that safety, relaxing. We're gonna find our breath and we're gonna connect with our body. So go ahead here, we're gonna connect with the breath and do 3 full breath cycles here, inhaling, expanding, and exhaling, releasing through the nose. And second breath. And third breath. Lovely. All right, you can stay as long as you like, but if you are ready to move on with me, we're gonna come up to a tabletop position. We're gonna find that place of sturdiness yet comfortableness. Is comfortableness or comfiness a word? And your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and they are hip distance apart. And you are going to connect with the body. You're gonna release the tension, lengthening the spine, a nice pressure between the prop. Like, I don't want you to prop and I don't want you to release, but a nice little neutral position in between. So there's enough holding, but enough releasing. And just find 3 breaths here. Don't lock the arms, long neck, and just breathe here. Feeling that stable. Nice. From here, we're gonna move into whether we can call it balancing cat or bird dog. Again, I love this focus on cats. For some reason, I found upon these names. All right, so on an inhale, feel the sturdiness. On the first exhale, maybe extending that left foot back and tiptoeing the right fingers up forward. On the next inhale, lifting both the arm and the opposing leg up. And 2 full breaths here. You can play with the fingers and the hands and moving around, but deep breaths in. You'll feel a little tension here. If it's too much, come back down. And after that second breath, bring your hand and foot down and bring it back in. Take a little moment to move. I feel a little bit of tension, so if you need to move for a second. And then coming back to that stable, comfy pose, that tabletop. Inhale, exhale, extending the right foot back and tiptoeing the left fingers forward. And on the next inhale, lifting both arm and leg. 2 full breaths here, feeling that opposition, that pulling, that gentle, you know. I can feel it definitely. Coming back down on the exhale, and again, maybe moving around. Let's do it one more time. If you want to do this 3 to 6 times, you are more than happy to do this. But if you're already starting to feel a burn, you don't want to push too much, right? Yoga's not about hurting. Yoga's not about that. Yoga is about feeling what you're feeling and knowing from that what your boundaries are and to listen. So if that's too much, you can meet back in your sitting cat or your child's pose. All right, inhale. Exhale, left foot goes back, right hand tiptoes forward. On the next inhale, lift. Full breath cycles here too. Really feeling that neck long, that long spine, feeling that parallelity form the arm and the leg, coming back down on the exhale. Parallelity, that's a good word. Pretty nice. Moving from side to side. You know, creating new things is always fun, right? Yes, it is. All right, inhale. Exhale, right leg moves back, left hand tiptoes forward. On the next inhale, lift into that beautiful parallel horizon. 2 full breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, long neck. Releasing the jaw, not too tight. And bringing it back down on the exhale, moving through it. Very beautiful, I must say. All right, let's move that out. We're gonna move into a cobra and a sphinx. So bring your weight down to your forearms, and then you're going to bring your chest down, and you're gonna push your legs out, all right? Your forehead and third eye is down on the ground. Your hands are next to the ribs, and your elbows are hugging the ribs. Your legs are feeling the earth beneath. So you're actually, you know, pressing gently into the earth. And you definitely feel the pelvis as well connected to the earth. All right, on the next inhale, lifting the chest, long neck. And you can really feel the pressing of the pelvis into the ground. And you should feel the legs into the ground, not hard, but you should feel that. And exhale, coming down. 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. You can feel, I can feel the lower back and the back engaging. And everything's kind of working together. There's a lot going on here. Inhale and exhaling. I think that's 3. If you wanted to do 3 more, you can. But if you're ready, kind of release it. You're gonna bring your weight onto your forearms and move into sphinx. If you're having an issue with what the pose sphinx would be like, your elbows are shoulder distance apart. You can bring the hands, well, hello, see the cat farm? And the hands can touch and graze the elbows. And we know that that's how sphinx should be placed. All right, so here we go. Here we are in sphinx. We want to relax. We want to open that heart, long neck. This is kind of our resting pose. So long neck, relaxed shoulders. You can really feel the stretch in the back, right? All right, and let's use this as breathing and maybe playing with the neck, loosening the neck up. So maybe looking from side to side in some little half circles. Really breathing, maybe coming down and up. Maybe even looking from side to side without twisting the body yet. We're not twisting, we're just doing the neck. And then if you want to do some gentle circles, long neck, of course, breathing in, breathing out, maybe shake it a little bit. All right, now what we'll do is we'll gaze over the right shoulder, engaging in a nice little lateral bend, right? Looking back at your toes. Full breath here, sending it into the sides. Ah, feels good. Coming back to center. Inhale, exhale, looking over the left shoulder, looking back at those toes. You can feel that nice long stretch. Breathing here. Oh, yes. Releasing, coming back to center. And I think we're done with cobra. I think we're done with sphinx. And I think we'll move into locust. So this is where, if you want to use a blanket to put under your belly, you may, as a support, or not under the belly, under the hips. That might be nice. And you can play with that and see if it works for you. There's different levels of this. Do what feels right to you. So coming down, third eye, forehead on, I shouldn't say third eye, forehead. I should say on your forehead, third eye, center. Coming down, arms are going to be straight back, maybe a little bit out to the side. Palms facing down. All right, the first activation here will be, you'll feel the connection to earth. And then on the inhale, you're gonna lift like we're in cobra, lifting that heart forward. You can really feel the activation of the legs into the ground, long neck, open heart. Really feel that. Exhaling, coming back down. Okay, so you can continue to do the stretches if that's all you would like to do today. It's not that all, but if that's comfortable for you, if that feels like, oh yeah, that's a good fit for me, then continue these with the chest lift. If you would like to engage a little bit more for today, then as you lift the chest and open the heart, you're going to also lift the right leg up. Breathing in, holding one full breath cycle here, flexing the foot so you can really feel the heel reaching to the back wall. Full breath cycle and then releasing down. Take another full breath here. And then either chest lift or adding the left leg lifting with it. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the left leg, flexing, really using that heel and feeling that lengthening in that full breath with the crown going one direction and the heel moving the other way. You can really feel that lengthening coming back down. Very nice. Now, on the next two, you can continue to do the opposite. Right leg lift and then left leg lifts. But if you would like to engage a little bit deeper, we will lift both legs. So depending on where you are, maybe you're just lifting the chest, that's great. Maybe you're lifting the chest and the right leg, that's great. But maybe you want to go a little bit further and you want to breathe in, lifting the chest and lifting both of those legs, really pressing. You can really feel the hips and the pelvis in. One full breath here. You can feel everything working together and coming back down. Let's do one more so that if you did the right side leg, you can do the left side leg. Inhale. Lifting. One full breath cycle. I feel it. Oh yes, coming back down. All right. Take a moment and just bring the arms out to the side and just for 2 full breaths with the left ear down on the ground, let's just rest into this with you could stay here forever. Shocked that a cat's not laying on my back. Switching sides, right ears down. Feels so good. Just releasing into this. All right, I think we're moving into on our backs. Am I right? We're gonna do, let me see what we're doing. Oh, leg twisting, and that's it. Yeah, we're done after that. All right, let's come back to lie on our backs. I love it. All right, bringing that the knees up, but in a tabletop, actually like a chair, like a supine chair position. And then we're gonna engage in twists, and then after the twists, we'll do a little push away, and then we'll be done. So let's begin to gently rock those knees from side to side. Breath to movement. Now let's make it a little bit more closer. Those knees are coming to the ground. Warming up that spine for this nice, beautiful twist. And then when you feel ready, whether you want to put a blanket here if you need a tool or a bolster or a poof or whatever, and you'll bring those knees and release them into the ground. I'm on the right side, but you might be on a different side. And just relax 3 breaths into this ground. And you can hum if you like to hum into releasing even more. Really feel the layers of melting. And then when you're ready, bring the knees back up, maybe one at a time, makes it a little more gentle, back to that supine chair position. And begin to rock a little bit from side to side. We've got nonsense coming our way, by the way, just preparing you. There's a furry nonsense coming our way. All right, and then when you feel like you are ready to engage in a bigger twist, bring the knees to the opposite side down. And we're gonna do 3 full breaths, and if you'd like to add humming to really help to release, go for it. It's like an onion delayering for me. Nice. All right, when you feel ready, maybe one knee at a time, coming back to center. And this time we're gonna do a little bit of a push and a pull, bringing in and pushing out. Another little bit more of that core work, pressing that lower back down in. So on the next exhale, bring the knees in. And again, really letting the air out of the abdomen. Inhale, pushing away. Expansion. Exhale. Letting all that air come out. Inhale. Let's do one more for the video, but if you want to do more than that, you can. Really feeling that lower back into the ground. Really feeling that lower back in. And even really pushing it here too helps. All right, lovely. All right, we're moving into legs up the wall. Moving into legs up the wall. Now, if you want to not do that, you can come back to the Shavasana legs up, or what we call legs up corpse. And you can even drop the knees into each other to rest. Or you can get this really cool bolster or something to put your legs up on and really release into it. That is so lovely. Now, we're gonna do 6 full breaths here. But in reality, in real life, if you could engage in 9 to 20 full breaths to help the nervous system, it would be amazing. So amazing, amazing. All right, so let's breathe in. And out through the nose. Really lengthening the exhale here. I'm not counting the exhale. because we all will be at different levels. But just really focus on that exhale lengthening longer than the inhale. And really releasing the layers of tension, stress, or just holding. Feeling safe to know that it's okay to let it go. Feeling all the effects of this beautiful practice. Maybe taking these last 3 full breaths to just listen to what the body has to say to you. Now gently wiggling if you are ready to move on. If you want to stay here and pause this practice, you can continue as long as it feels good for you to continue this pranayama. But for those of us who have to move into getting into something else, it is time to come back into a side fetal position. And I'm just going to end the video here. Thank you again for taking the time to love on your body, to love on your soul, to love on your mind in this beautiful low back series. I wish you a healthy back, and I wish you to feel well and beautiful. And until I see you again, peace.